Being a victim does not prevent someone from doing harm. In fact, one of the greatest tragedies of humanity is that victims can become victimizers through a process known as moral entitlement.
Filipinos like to choose the weaker side as the victor when it comes to arguing. Lalo na sa usaping karapatan, sa usaping personal responsibility. Most of us choose yung side ng mahihirap or mahihina dahil nga they show that they, just because they are weak, they are entitled for the benefit ng tulong ng mga taong nakapaligid sa kanila dahil nga mahina sila. And yan yung isa sa ginagamit nila para mag-survive at makuha nila yung gusto nila sa mundong ito. Well, this is Pinoy Extreme. Pag-usapan natin. Let's do this!
This is Pinoy Extreme.
This is the belief that because you have suffered, you have the right to do whatever it takes to protect yourself, even if it harms other people. It tends to unfold like this. First, you're harmed, and then you have the very natural and important instinct to protect yourself. Sometimes people start to ruminate on how they have been wronged, which studies show leads to an increasing sense of entitlement and selfish behavior.
Best example, kinurakot kasi yung pera namin kaya karapatan namin mangwasak ng public property, manakit ng mga pulis. Sounds familiar? Karapatan namin ng ayuda kasi mahina lang kami. Dapat sinusuportahan nyo kami. 'Di ba? Sounds familiar? Yan yung mga common mindset ng mga Pilipino, lalo na nandun sa nalaylayan. Kasi nga, they demand or expect help without even thinking first paano nila matutulungan yung mga sarili nila. It's always them requesting help from other people dahil nga iniisip nila wala silang ibang pwedeng magawa.
Over time, your identity can start to fuse around this idea of perpetual entitlement, which provides you with a benefit because you never have to think about how your actions affect other people. And eventually it results in a profound egotism where not only do you struggle to feel empathy for other people, but you don't recognize their pain as real or see how you've contributed to it.
Parang yung mga manggagawa lang din yan di ba? Sabihin nila, yung hirap-hirap naman ng trabaho namin, kailangan or deserve namin ng raise. Deserve namin ng aumento sa sahod dahil nahihirapan na kami. Sino bang hindi? Lahat naman yan may kanya-kanyang hirap, and yung mga nagkataon lang na yung mga nasa minimum wage level naghihirap ng less kesa habang umaangat yung level or ladder nyo sa company. Yung complexity ng hirap or ng ginagawa nyo umaangat kada level nyo sa company. And yan yung hindi nila nare-realize or ayaw nilang ma-realize kasi nga para sa kanila nahirapan sila, entitled na kagad sila doon sa tulong or benefit ng pagiging mahina or ng pagiging isang taong nasaktan.
This dynamic becomes even more dangerous at the group level because the harm doesn't have to directly happen to you. If it happens to somebody in your group, you can become morally entitled. Groups that have suffered tremendously may adopt a blank moral license that argues for things. The world allowed our suffering to happen, and therefore they have no right to judge us. Our suffering proves that moral standards no longer apply, so why should we participate? In order to protect ourselves, we will do whatever is needed to keep ourselves safe. And whatever we do that we deem needed will never compare to the suffering that we experience.
O diba? Very familiar. Kami yung biktima dito kami yung nasaktan, kami yung naagrabyado, kami yung ganito, ganyan. So it's always going to be them. Sila yung kailangan magbigay parati. Sila yung kailangan tumanggap, sila yung kailangan maging mahina, sila yung kailangan star. And the pattern goes on.
But of course, adopting these beliefs leads to more suffering, which leads to more people adopting these beliefs, which leads to the complete breakdown of the moral framework that is needed to keep us all safe.
But they do not think of any other people or groups aside from themselves. Yung sarili lang nila yung madalas silang tinitingnan. Like for example, yung mga minimum wage earner. Gusto lang nila ng taas sahod without even considering anong mangyayari doon sa business or doon sa kumpanya na pinagtatrabahuan nila after tumaas yung sweldo nila nang wala silang tinataas na productivity. Diba? Like for example, yung mga mahirap din, ano yung pwedeng mangyari sa gobyerno or sa ekonomiya natin if tumatanggap sila ng pera nang wala namang kapalit na input or ng productivity, inflation, di ba? So, a lot of groups, lalo na yung mga masa, yung mahihirap na groups, yung gumagawa or mayroong ganitong moral entitlement kasi nga kinonsinte ng mga grupo at binola-bola nila yung mga nasa ibaba, nasa laylayan para makuha nila yung love, thinking na yung ibang tao yung mag-aangat sa kanila sa kahirapan. And there you have it.